I've been to heaven and I've seen heaven. There is no one that is going to welcome you into heaven except Jesus Christ of Nazareth. What is the definition of richness and poorness in the sight of God? One thing. He who has the Son has life eternal. But he who does not have the Son has the wrath of God upon him. You want to be found rich in the eyes of God? Make Jesus Christ your portion. You want to be poor in the sight of God? Make Satan your portion. You want to chase the world? Well, the world at the end is going to give you one thing, a grave. And in that grave, every bone is rotted. And that grave is full of termites, worms, eating away from that body which I gave it every lustful thing. But at the end, everything was nothing but one big lie. One big lie, my beloveds, because this is the world. The world is a place where people act upon people and lie to one another. This is the world. This is the world. Come will make you healthy. Come will make you wealthy. But there is a huge price to pay at the end. And it'll be a tag attached to you for the rest of your life till you go to the grave. And on that tag there will be one word: slave. 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 The world will make you a slave. But look at the Lord Jesus. He said, I am the truth. And when you find the truth shall set you free. No more slavery. You'll be free. I have told you this story. Maybe some of you have heard it, some haven't. True story, my beloved, of a beggar, a street beggar, a true story. This street beggar had no arms, no legs. He was born like that. No arms, no legs. They used to carry him and put him on the side of the road. He would beg for money, and that he did for many years. One day, that was a different topic. One day, this street beggar who had no arms and no legs, he sent somebody to speak to a specific priest. So this person came and said, Father, there is someone that wishes to see you, and this is the address. So the priest, the following day, he goes looking for this address. He comes to this little hut, opened, just a little hut, no doors, no window, nothing, a little hut. And then he walks in, he sees somebody sitting there with no arms and no legs. And in the middle, there was a piece of cloth tied up. He said, oh, hello, Father. Thank you very, very much for, coming to my calling. He said, please take a seat, Father. He said, what can I do for you, son? He said, Father, do you see this cloth bag here? He said, yes, son. He said, I collect money. I beg. I'm a beggar. I collect the money, and now I have enough. Please, Father, if you can take it and give to the poor. True story. The priest is telling the story himself. The priest is telling the story himself. He said, I thought I had faith. I thought I knew the Lord Jesus. He said, I thought I sacrificed for the Lord Jesus. This man blew me away with his faith. I was put to shame by the power of this faith. He said, I was dumbfounded. I was speechless. I couldn't reply. I couldn't say a word. I was just numb. I took the bag and I distributed to the poor people, knowing fully there is no one poorer than you, my dear friend. You are the poorest of all, and you are begging for money to give to the poor. He said he would send after me every month, every 6 weeks, come and collect the bag, Father. One day I went to collect the bag. He said, Father, today is the last day I'm going to give you this bag, because tomorrow the Lord is taking me to Him. He said, the Lord came just before you came, Father. He came in person, no dream, no nothing. In person, He walked the Lord into that little hut. He said, my son, on earth you carried the cross for me. On earth you suffered like the poor Lazarus suffered. On earth you were rejected. On earth you were not even known. On earth probably people spoke badly about you. On earth some walked by and laughed at you. Some people ridiculed you. Maybe some people threw the money in your face. Whatever, but you carried the cross faithfully and loyally, and you collected that money day in and day out to feed the poor, yet you were the poorest of all those poor. On earth you had no legs and no arms, but my son, I'm telling you, tomorrow I will give you the wings of an eagle, and you will soar in the heaven of all heavens for me. He said, Father, I won't be here tomorrow. My Jesus came and He's taken me home, and He's gonna give me legs that I can run faster than a gazelle, and He is gonna give me the wings of an eagle. I'll put everyone to shame. Father, take care, be good. Second day came, he flew home. What matters is the end. What matters is the end. People work hard to make something for themselves in order to be able to retire and live a comfortable life. They collect it for the end, not for the beginning. But the issue is, what are we collecting things for? Here, death will take it away from us. But over there, nothing can take it away from us. Nothing. Trust me, my son and my daughter. You are beautiful as you are. You don't need to do any changes to your facial structure. But one thing you need to do, have a change of heart. See, I can change my looks, and I can wear different clothing every single day. But if the heart is not prepared for the Lord, I have labored in vain. Because sooner or later, time will put wrinkles on this face that once upon a time looked so beautiful. Age, time will eat it away. But when I give my heart to the Lord Jesus and say, Lord, you make it beautiful. You make it a place for you to dwell in, worthy of your dwelling in. Lord, I give you my heart so that I live with you forever. This is the richness of the man. Even if you may live materialistically poor, but when your heart is for the Lord, you are the richest of all. You are the richest of all. It is not materialism that determines whether you are rich or poor. It is your faith and love for Jesus Christ of Nazareth that determines whether you are rich or poor. So many rich people shall be poor at the end, and so many poor people shall be rich in the end. Oh my goodness. It's an empty world if you are chasing it. Don't you ever do that. So beautiful it is when I have money, and before I come and eat, I remember somebody starving. So beautiful. So beautiful. I say, Lord, you're putting food on the table. The food is from the Lord, not from me. The house is from the Lord, not from me. Everything is the Lord's. This body, the soul, the spirit, this life, everything is the Lord's. Everything belongs to Him. Sooner or later, every human being will come to this realization. Those who believe there is no God, they will get the shock of their life. And those who believe Jesus Christ is not God, they will also get the shock of their life. Because when they go to heaven, they will not, let me say this again with all love and respect. I'm not judging, I'm not attacking. Let me tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me Jesus Christ of Nazareth, who is God, who is the truth. I've been to heaven and I've seen heaven. There is no one that is going to welcome you into heaven except Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Why? Because He is the rightful owner of heaven and everything in it. Because He created heaven and created this realm and created every human being. Whether you are a Christian or not, I'm talking about people. He has created everything, visible and invisible. His name is Jesus Christ of Nazareth. This is the truth. There is nothing else outside of that. Nothing. And you know, when you see heaven, you'll be blown away by the beauty of heaven. But when Jesus Christ shows up, He overrides the beauty of heaven. He's more beautiful. In fact, I won't say He's more beautiful. No, I'll take that back. In fact, He makes heaven beautiful. It's His presence that makes heaven beautiful. He's just one amazing figure. One amazing figure. Man, we are naughty. Man, we are naughty. Man, bro, we are naughty. Yo, bro, what's up? We're giving away on this heaven, who is Christ, the King, for the sake of some dark alley, some little plastic bag with white powder in it, some pleasure, some moment that fades away like that. And going against this person and that person, talking bad about this person and that person, chasing the thrones. Even in the church, we're fighting over a chair. And I can make this in China very cheap. Mr. Hang Zheng Wen will make it for me very cheap. We're fighting over thrones. And then we come back and say, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. What Jesus? What Jesus? By the way, if you are chasing the true Jesus, the real figure, the real perfect God, perfect man who walked on earth, let me tell you, my dear church leader, maybe it's a bit of a shock, but we should all know it by now, I guess, otherwise we're in trouble. The real Jesus, my dear church leader, was a beggar on earth. If you are truly seeking the true Christ, you better be a street beggar as well. You better walk barefooted, and you better go and sit at the gutter, and you better put your sleeves up and get the broom and start sweeping the floor. Stop walking on red carpet, sitting in limousines and making people kiss your hand. This is not the real Jesus. This is not. This is not. If you want to live like the rich man, you'll die and you'll be buried. But if you want to be Lazarus the poor, the angels will take you into the bosom of Abraham. So enough of this nonsense. A true leader is the one that goes and sits where the people are afflicted the most. It is the one who remembers those who are sleeping hungry, waking up hungry. Those who are naked, those who are rejected,